The world of ballet is one that often takes our breath away, with ballerinas effortlessly executing mid-air jumps and gliding from one point to another on their toes. The global appeal of ballet is taking root in India, and it is making inroads here in Shillong. If you're thinking of sending your child to ballet lessons, this episode might be helpful. I'm Aaron Lingdo. Welcome to Shillong Buzz. Ballet is much more than dazzling leaps, splits, and pirouettes. A physically strenuous style of dance, it requires a tremendous amount of strength, balance, technical skill, and flexibility. This traditional art form was first performed and practiced by nobility in rarefied spaces and is now one of the most well-known and widely taught forms of the performing arts. Ballet is very different from all other dances because one has to prioritize rotation, flexibility, and extension. It takes many years to achieve a good balance and bear the weight on the big toe. The dancers tell a story with the movement of the body and the expression of the face. Step into the world of dance with Shillong's first ballet school. Let's begin the conversation with your introduction, and then we will sort of take it forward from there.
Well, my name is Gautam Sinha. As people know me that I'm a ballet dancer and I'm from Assam, and yes, that's all.
Mm-hmm. So tell us a little bit about your love for ballet.
Well, I mean, like, love is like unconditional, like, you know, and I dedicated my life for ballet. Like, I mean, like, it's my passion and it's my profession. It's everything. Like, I'm just living for this only, nothing else. And I mean, like, I started ballet when I was 17, and I was pretty old to start ballet. Wow. Because, like, you know, and abroad, like, you know, ballet starts when a child is 4 years.
Okay.
And because, like, you know, I'm from a small district called Karimganj, like, you know, and I used to watch gymnastics and all in Olympics, and I started loving the way they move and they fly, like, you know, and those rhythms and, like, you know, flow, and that makes me feel like, you know, wow, what are these, like, you know, it's so extraordinary, like, you know, and that was my, you know, we don't get to see internet or mobile iPhones, like, you know, at that time. So we used to go to, like, you know, computer, cyber cafe and all.
I remember
and
those days.
Check Facebook and all. So I used to check Google, like, you know, and I used to see all these things. And then I used to see ballet, and then how they dance and how do jumps and how do point work, like, you know, and girls are so beautiful. I mean, like, you know, that is the time, like, I started loving ballet.
Right.
And yeah.
So how did you follow through? Because it's when we talk about ballet, we don't have easy access to ballet as compared to, you know, your Indian classical or Bollywood, let's say. How did you find your way around then? Because you said you started pretty late at 17 years old.
When I was 2011, 2011, and you know, it's a long story, and I don't know how I got the courage, like, you know, to go against my family, and because, like, you know, see, my family background is totally different, like, you know, it's just very normal and basic, like, you know, and who just go for teacher jobs or maybe doctors and all these things, like, you know. And when I said I want to be a dancer, like, you know, they start like, you know, it's not possible, and whatever you are looking for, we can't get it here, like, you know. And so I said, I'll give a try, like, you know, and let me see, like, you know, how far I can go. But they said like no, and but I was in class 11, and I wanted to finish my class 12, and either I have to finish my graduation or I have to go for ballet, because, like, you know, both cannot be possible together, like, because my age is going. And so at that time, I was planning, like, you know, inside, like, you know, and like, if my family will not support me, still I have to go. So like I used to save money for myself, like, you know, because I know that, like, you know, it's a very tough decision, and, like, you know, and but it's okay, I'll take it, let's see, like. Then one day after my 12th completed, I said, like, I'm gonna go to Delhi, and because I was trying to contact them in Delhi, like, you know, and so that I want to learn ballet. So then, like, you know, in a shortcut, like, you know, I saved money, and then, like, you know, I moved to Delhi. And but it was very tough. Beginning was very tough in Delhi.
Wow, when you say beginning is very tough, I mean, I can understand.
I never had a phone, and like, you know, I was just using a Nokia phone at that time, like, you know, and I mean, like, still it was very tough because I have no known people over there. I never crossed Guwahati in my life.
So that was the first time that you stepped out of Guwahati.
Stepped out to Guwahati alone.
Okay. So again, I'll go back to that question, because you said it was a very difficult time for you to convince your parents. What was their first reaction? Mummy, Papa, how many siblings do you have, first of all?
We have 4 brothers. I'm the youngest.
Okay.
And I mean, like, the support is like, I mean, like, they don't know, like, you know, and whether the they have no idea about all these things. Honestly, they have no idea, and this is, like, you know, it's a wrong choice. They're always trying to, like, you know, drag me down, like, you know, pull me back. Like, it's a wrong choice. This is not for you. We can't do it. Like, you know, people from here, they don't dream like this. Like, you know, I mean, like
ballet
and ballet. They don't know what is ballet. They say they thought, like, I'm just going to learn ballet. No, so dance. That's all. Nobody know that, like, you know, it was ballet or something. They have no idea about that. And still they don't know. And
how do they feel about it now, though?
Well, since you have health, wealth, everything, like, then they see that, like, oh yeah, my son is so, we are so proud of my son, like, you know. And I feel like sometimes they are very selfish. Because it's like that. So they say it's like, you know, they're trying to be very innocent, like, you know, we have no idea about that kind of things, like, you know, and we are thinking about you only, like, you know, maybe you will get lost somewhere. No, like, you know, we have to take risk and, like, you know, move forward, like, you know. And maybe I could have failed myself, but at least I should have given a try, like, you know, a chance. And but that I did it. So my luck and my hard work, everything was with me. So luckily, like, you know, I came out from that.
Well, congratulations for coming this far. That's one thing that I have to tell you. What about your friends? What do they think of you and your decision at that point in time? Were they okay with it? How cool were they with it?
My friends were absolutely, like, you know, cool. Even some of my cousins, they were, like, you know, like, supporting me. They said, you should go and try, like, you know. And my parents and my brothers were the one, like, you know, who were very pissed off because of these people there who were supporting me. Like, they are saying, like, you know, hey, tell him not to go, and, like, you know, and this is wrong, like, you know. I said, like, no, it's not wrong. So, like, I'll go and I'll do it. So that's how it is. And when I was in Delhi, honestly, like, I didn't come back for 2 years to my hometown. Like, you know, my 2 brothers got married, and I did not attend the weddings.
Oh wow.
Because I have to sacrifice, like, I'm there, like, I'm earning my place over there. It's not easy. In thousands of dancers in between, like, you know, you are trying to get a place for yourself. It's very difficult.
So how is the admission process? Because I would imagine a 2-year course, or is it more than that?
Well, like, see, I was not having enough money. I was just having only 30,000 in my pocket, and I thought, like, you know, okay, they were charging 3,000, and back in 2012, and for 8 classes, and I don't know how I'm gonna, like, you know, stable myself over there, like survive my over there, because I have to pay rent, everything, like and it's
Correct.
Delhi is very expensive, and like I went in a wrong time, like there's summer vacation going on, and I went there, and like then I spent it half of some of my money on that, like I was just so like conscious, like I have to start learning, then let's see how it goes.
Right.
And but like it was in between, like my money got finished,
Wow.
because
What did you do
living
after
around,
that
like
then?
but I paid only for 2 months fee and all, like and my teacher, he's from Argentina
Okay.
and Buenos Aires, and that time he was very famous for a movie called ABCD, Anybody Can Dance. There's
Oh,
a
yeah.
movie came,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Dance
Yeah.
movie. So he was very famous for that. But like he always admired talent, like but I have no idea how talented I was, like at that time, and I just came to learn. That's all. And when he saw me for first time in his class, and he said like, who is this boy and from where he came from?
Right.
So his manager, he explained him, he is from Assam, very far, he came to learn ballet, that's all. He was so shocked, like and then later he said like, he's very good, like, and physically. And then he said like and he started liking me, and
Okay.
he took a month or 2 months, like to see me, like he invited for classes, extra classes, like so. But inside, like there are so many things I'm fighting with, like my financial, staying over there, I never stayed in PG, like, I never stayed alone, like and so many things, being a teenager, like and I'm just like gonna go out from my family for
Right.
first time, so it was very difficult, and I don't know, like, but I don't know how I did it. I have no idea.
Well, you're here doing this interview. I mean, that would say a lot about the
Like-
struggle, and I feel it's
And
worth
that's
it.
why
At the
I
end
feel
of the
sometimes
day.
I feel shy to, like tell the struggle, like that, wow, what a struggle I did, like and
Not at all, I
I
mean-
feel like shy to, like, no, because why? Because like sometimes we hear interview from other people, like they say like they are from good family, but when they go out, like without family support, like they don't have anything to eat sometimes. They say,
Yeah.
I feel like maybe it must be a joke, but it is true.
It's true. I mean, a lot of people who go through a lot of struggles, most of the time, in my dictionary, those are the same people who come out successful. So that we'll talk on another day. Let's come to the school. I want you to tell us a little bit about the school that you started, and why did you start in the first place?
When I was learning, time to time, like we are finding ourselves in a different position, like maybe because I have when I started ballet, I have no idea where I'll go, where my career will go.
Correct.
I have no idea about that, like how I'm gonna start and how I'm gonna end. I have no idea.
You're just
I
following your
wanted
heart.
to, I was just wanted to learn. But when I started learning ballet, then I realized like there's a school, like and people work there, people earn money there, people dance there, like there's a ballet company.
Correct.
It's my teacher's ballet company, like and then like my plan was to go to TV and like reality shows and all,
Okay.
but exact ballet dancers don't do that, like
Okay.
they are classical dancers, they just dance, like and this kind of TV platforms, they won't provide
Not
us,
at all.
like
Yeah.
and what we do, and we are deeper than that, like those judges in the TV, they can't judge ballet, like then I realized, because the terms in French, nobody can understand that, only we can understand, because we are studying that.
Yeah.
So we have seen lots of people who go through that period of mine, because I survived.
Okay.
A couple of them more survived over there. And while I was doing that, I was thinking, I don't know what I'm gonna do, I have no idea. So I was thinking like, why? Like, our place is also maybe cool to start ballet, but that is also not sure, because like after graduating ballet, and I thought I'll go to abroad.
Right.
But later I thought like I'll give a try here again. So I came for a year just to break, and like I started doing ballet in Guwahati. But
Okay.
my plan was always like Shillong was in my, like my book list, like in my list, like in that if I get the chance, I'll definitely start Shillong, because
Why?
of course, like everybody knows that Shillong is like a place, like it's mix of Western, Indian, everywhere. Like people are like here they follow mostly Indian Western music, like Western culture, nothing wrong in that, but like we are liking it, discipline and everything, the music, like the music love, like I mean, like
Is
the
here.
vibe, like from people, like we can see that. So and then like then I came, but initially it was difficult because I have zero known people here, like and initially I started again from zero in Guwahati, being a professional ballet dancer from Delhi, and I started very zero here. In
So
Guwahati.
help me understand one thing. So you started the school in Guwahati,
Yeah.
and then you decided to bring it to Shillong. And
It
this
was
was which year again? In Shillong.
After COVID, like
Okay, after COVID.
after COVID, 2 years later, like and I was trying, but I was not getting contact, like people, and like and so my brother works here, but still like I was not getting enough confident, like and later, like I don't know, somehow through my clients from Guwahati, like they helped me out, like they tried to find students somehow, like it came out so smoothly. I have no idea how it came out.
So what you teach here is classical ballet.
Yeah,
right.
it's we have different classical ballets. We have royal ballet. We have French ballet. I mean several. So we are doing what I learned from my teacher. It's classical Vaganova, Russian ballet.
What is that?
It's
Russian
a term. It's a term, like it's a method is slightly different, like because it's a Vaganova is a ballerina, and she developed this method. That's why we call it Vaganova ballet.
So talk to us a little bit about the training and the courses that your this school offers.
I mean, right now it's a growing process, like and it's growing. So like we are just I'm not in this field like from very long. So I'm learning. I'm going, like I'm still learning, like in many ways, like how to deal, like in other way, being a artist from the studio to outside the studio, how to deal everything, like because we learned that, like in our graduation in ballet, we learned that all these things, and so like in that case, I feel like Guwahati is not like extremely metro city, or Shillong is not metro city.
Really?
So like I feel like so. I don't know, like if let's suppose we charge in Delhi like 6,000, we can't charge here immediately.
Oh, you can't. Yeah.
So we have to go through a process. So I said like okay, let's start with like 2,500 per month, like a kid,
nice.
like and so at least maybe there are people like who can afford, who cannot afford, like they can also try to learn, like this now, because I'm not from a like elite background or something like that, but I wanted to learn this dance form, like but I couldn't afford it. So sometimes I feel like there are kids like who wanted to learn, like maybe at least it should be in balance, so that like everybody can give a try.
So at least you're making it accessible to other kids, wanting to pursue this dance form.
Yes.
So that means the course would, I mean, parents would have to pay 2,500 for. Is that for a month?
Yeah.
A month, right?
Yes.
Correct. And how many students are you training at the moment?
Well, like surprisingly, it's my 4th month going on. I started in April, and we are in December, and I'm currently like having in my school 70 students.
Okay.
No, 40 students in Shillong.
40 students
40 to
in Shillong.
45 students.
That's a decent number.
Decent number.
Yeah, decent number. Gautam, since you're sitting across and doing this interview, I want you to clear the air once and for all. Some, if not all, feel that ballet is a dance form meant only for girls. What are your thoughts?
It's not.
Okay.
It's not. The culture is difficult. I mean, like in India, we guys who does ballet, they always face bad clash and all, like because they will call them gays, and because of the tight pants they wear, like I mean, like so it's very difficult, like and the culture, even the girls, like when honestly in a society who doesn't know ballet, if you're trying to show off ballet, and the ballet dresses are how that mushroom tutu and the leotard, and the leotard comes out, like people feels like sometimes they feel awkward, but it is what it is. the culture started in 15th century, like from Italy.
Right.
So in those days they are following those dresses, like why we wear that. Ballet dancers are especially like famous for their lines and elegance and like alignments.
So hence wearing those clothes
Yes.
unnecessary.
Yeah. So and these are the things like we face, and honestly we don't have much ballet dancers boys, like but it's very tough for boys.
Okay.
It's not that easy to do.
But do you think that notion is changing now, 21st century, or we're still thinking the same way?
I only have one boy
Okay.
till now who is learning and who is with me and who is helping me inside doing making the girls dance. He was started ballet when he was 10 years. He's in 17 years now, and he's still continuing, like and initially it was very difficult for him to like continue with this because he used to face lots of hate. Later I shifted him to Delhi to understand, like in Delhi definitely there are boys who dance ballet.
True. So how do you see that misconception change then?
I don't know, if someone wants to learn, even it's a boy, I mean, he should definitely learn, like and how you feel it. Just don't think about other things, like who, because see, I used to face lots of like people used to make jokes. Like and so I was like, okay, it's fine, like and today, like I don't know, I'm totally a different person, like I'm in a different energy, I'm just going with a different energy, like
I like that when you say you're a totally different person. So how has ballet changed you then? How has ballet changed you as a person?
Discipline.
Okay.
Ballet is totally a disciplined dance form. It's not like other dance forms, like you just come like with anything wearing, like not possible. Especially girls, they can't come with open hair or messy hair.
So discipline.
Still, like we can see girls here, like they are wearing, they do come with open hair sometimes. I said no, but we are not enough strict, like in abroad, if girls come without open without hair bun and all properly, and they are not allowed to come inside the classroom.
They're sent away.
Even the dress and shoes, like everything, like your stockings can't be dirty, your shoes can't be dirty. It's like that, and so I'm trying to change that slowly. Let the parents also get used to with that, like
Right.
and right now I also want to survive.
Correct.
Like so that's why.
So why should parents send their children to learn ballet from this school?
Ballet is a disciplined dance form, like you will enjoy it, like but you have to be focused in class, like
Okay.
and like it's an art, it's not dance, like it's more than that, like it's more than that. You have to focus you have to present with your mind inside the classroom, and whatever you are gonna do, those movements, like and it's all about techniques, and
Yeah.
like and how you have to tell your brain to focus and like contact with your body, like and those are things. Follow the music and piano is very tough to follow the music.
Okay.
Because ballet is in piano, and it's
interesting.
difficult to like follow the piano and dance, and like and same time you have to follow the grace and like go with grace and like smooth. So it's very tough.
True.
Very tough. You can't laugh, you can't look at others inside
Right,
the classroom,
have
and
to be focused.
you have to focus, be in yourself, like you cannot see others and laugh inside the classroom.
Right.
That's what we used to do, and like we used to get scolded from my teacher, and initially I was like that,
And
spoiled.
Okay. Finally, Gautam, my last question to you is, what's the future of ballet here in Shillong? Very quickly.
I can see lots of girls, like who are very talented and who are going to do well, very well, like and see, we are associated with like schools in abroad, like and suppose let me tell you something, like why the future girl is super talented, and I definitely send a girl to Delhi to learn under my teacher, and he prepare for the advance.
Okay.
And he sent the children to abroad for interviews, like
Right.
and admissions and scholarship, like auditions and all. Once they get selected over there, like there is no coming back.
Yeah.
So everybody has future in this, but it's more about dedication and discipline, how regular, because in Shillong or Guwahati, in Delhi or anywhere, kids are more focused in their studies.
Right.
They come just to have fun in class, to learn for 2 days ballet. That's all, nothing else. That's the future I can see.
Well, there's no better way to end this interview with those 3 very important words: discipline, focus, and persevere. Thank you so much, Gautam, for your time, and I wish you the best of luck. Thank you.
So
Thank you.
About the school, I got to know through the Instagram profile. So it's a Gautam Sinha's own profile. I got across the profile and I thought it would be a good idea for me. So I contacted him through his number and then I admitted my daughter. I think it's something very new in Shillong. This is something very new for us. We have been having piano classes, karate classes, and many other classes, music, and we have a craft. But ballet is something very new. It's something very new for the state itself. So I really congratulate Gautam for that. My daughter is very happy with her classes. She's finding it very, very helpful. She has made new friends and she has also learned the spirit of cooperating and helping each other. And I think it has also contributed to her physical well-being. I can see that she has become more healthy and more strong, because as if we all know, ballet is a dance, it's a form of exercise too. So I think she's also coping with that very well. I would recommend it to all my friends and other parents too, because like I said, this is something very new. I will share my experience with them, and I think that they will also have the interest to come and enroll their kids here.
I came to know of this RCBS ballet school from one of my friends. She posted on Instagram. So that is how I saw Gautam and then the kids and all that.
I think it's really nice. I think we as parents, if I speak on behalf of all of them, I think we are really proud of how far they have come. So I mean, they have 2 classes in a week for about an hour. So I think over the last 1 year, since my daughter has joined, personally if I have to say, I think I've seen a lot of change in her in terms of discipline. I think that has also, I think the ballet, because it's kind of an art form, so it has brought a lot of discipline in her. I think personally also, even in her schoolwork. So I think ballet as a dance form, it's not like any other freestyle dancing. So I think it's doing wonders. I think not just for my child, but I think for all the children.
The future of ballet in Shillong looks bright, with opportunities for growth, collaboration, and the discovery of new narratives waiting to be explored. There is scope and there is space for this beautiful art form to really take off. This is Shillong Buzz. I'm Aaron Lingdor. Thanks for watching.